Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. Sometimes I make a video and I think, well, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm an outlier. And so before I make the video, I contact friends like my Battleground bestie, Katie Candy, and other people I trust that are much better than me at the game, especially in Battlegrounds. And they go to, say, Gladiator Circuit. And also they play the highest Alliance War tiers and Alliance Quest maps, and maybe they explore something like the new Eternity of Pain in the first day because they're amazing. And I say, this is what I'm seeing. Let me know if you're seeing it too. Now, this electric defense, combined with my very exceptionally average skills, has made this the most frustrating Battleground season ever for me. I used up all of my victory shields and have barely made it to Silver 1. Now, that's not the worst when you consider I only do 3 matches every 2 days, because all I care about is getting my 600 trophy tokens if I go 0 for 3, and Lord knows that happens. But I have technically won 3 of the last 4, which is very surprising to me. I also lost a whole bunch. I lost 4 of 5 at one point. Maybe that's just me, or maybe that's normal. I don't ever know what's normal. I don't remember last time I won only the first 2 matches. I don't know if I've done that all season. But I had to go up against, is it Putin and Masha? Fascinating name. It was a really crazy Battlegrounds matchup. And the first fight featured, I guess he just didn't have a good counter. He put Titania against Thing, which I thought to myself, I don't know much about Titania. That seems like a bad idea. And it resulted in him getting 594 points total. Very crazy. However, I did notice, because you will notice, I scored 30,000 points. King Groot did almost nothing in terms of damage against Nimrod, but also his regen was crazy, and it was hard for me to lose any health. In fact, I didn't lose any health, so I scored 30,000 while only getting about 52% of his health down. But in that fight, I danced around trying to bait Nimrod Special 1, and I counted for 30 straight seconds. I was able to get him to, after being pushed to a Special 2, fire Special 2, but of course Nimrod Special 2, at least in my eyes, is much more annoying to Dex than his Special 1. Round 2, he came back with the Vengeance, and I forgot that Void is only Incinerate immune, and so he just parry-heavied with Archangel and melted him down pretty fast. I used Warlock against Super Scroll. You can see I actually didn't do too badly. It's not in my book, but still wasn't enough. And then round 3 was the most pathetic round of all time. 7,000 to 3,000. I thought for sure I was screwed. You'll notice that Magneto is he's a horrible matchup for Hyperion. But I lasted almost a minute. I guess he lasted 16 seconds, which is about how I last in other areas of my life. But he had me go against Hyperion, who's pretty tough to fight, when he never fires a special. He only fired Special 3s, and the reason why I was able to last, besides just dancing around and doing occasional heavy attacks, was because I just waited for him to fire the Special 3s, and it took, I think it was actually 3 Special 3s. And he didn't get a single, successful heavy in, so it's not like he had any Fury stacks when he got to that Special 3, but it didn't matter, especially with the buffs that come with Battlegrounds, to bring myself back. But I just kept thinking in this matchup, and I've noticed it in the arena and in Alliance Quest, but especially Battlegrounds, and Eternity of Pain, I should say, too. This is the most passive I've ever seen the AI. And I've made videos about this probably at least 3 or 4 times in the last 5 years. But it's getting to the point where it really does feel like it's an all-or-nothing node. And if you're not familiar with that node, all-or-nothing means they're not going to ever fire a special until they get to a Special 3. I like to say it's like a wild Snorlax for a Pokemon reference. He's deep asleep, and then randomly Special 3 hits, and it's immediate. It's like the AI knows what it's looking for and is not willing to give you anything that could jeopardize getting to a Special 3. So I want to know, is it just me? Am I overreacting? Am I being Mr. Negative again? Or am I voicing what you all have seen on your end? It really does feel like the most passive AI I've seen yet, and I'd love to know if it's just me. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.